In chapter 1849, the story continues with a heartfelt conversation between Duncan and Zachary in the Lewis family's backyard. The two friends share their concerns, offer a support, and a candid exchange of experiences. Zachary reveals the curious abduction of his wife Serenity, leaving Duncan surprised and intrigued. He immediately inquires if it's Zachary's grandmother who abducted Serenity. Zachary confirms that his audacious grandmother was indeed behind this surprising act. He acknowledges that only his grandma would dare to treat him this way. Both friends share a chuckle, considering that he might have done something to offend his grandmother, leading to her taking such action. Duncan speculates that the reason for this unconventional behavior may be due to Zachary's grandma pinpointing his weakness. In Duncan's case, it's his deep affection for liberty. The grandmother's plan seems to be to provoke regret within him for his neglectful behavior towards liberty. Zachary and Duncan share a touching conversation about their respective weaknesses and personal reflections. Duncan confesses that he often drove Liberty away out of fear that his disability would prevent him from bringing her happiness. Despite these actions, his love for Liberty remains strong, and he privately regrets his cold attitude towards her. The conversation also touches on the nature of family and relationships. Duncan recognizes that in his family, the more grandchildren there are, the less unique each one seems. The rarity and preciousness of family members shine when there are fewer of them. He humorously emphasizes that having too many grandchildren is of little value unless one is blessed with numerous granddaughters, in which case, grandchildren become treasures once more. Zachary shows his support by offering to push Duncan around the backyard instead of returning to the house. Duncan prefers this as he wishes to avoid facing his parents' sympathetic gazes. His mother, in particular, is filled with guilt, believing she is responsible for her son's predicament. He is uncomfortable with her constant display of distress and self blame. Duncan then encourages Zachary to spend time with his friends or brothers, considering that his wife has been abducted. However, Zachary clarifies that Josh is busy taking care of his family's national treasure and isn't available to hang out. He expresses his desire to be with Duncan while he recovers, knowing that he may have to wait a few years before Duncan is back to normal. Duncan is hopeful for his recovery, but remains cautious, not wanting to rush his healing process. Their conversation ends with Duncan asking about Liberty's new restaurant. Zachary shares that the restaurant is currently undergoing a simple renovation and it will soon be ready to open for business.